What's up, YouTube? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Anyways, it's Cam Rock. Listen, I'm over here reflecting about the fact that, I'm an atheist, someone who does not believe in any gods, any devils, demons, angels, anything. I love the idea and the concept of there being good that triumphs over evil. But what I don't like is all the extra shit that goes along with it. And of course, the fairy tale fantasy myth shit. Okay, we're humans, we got free will, but demons can come along and possess us anytime and take over the free will and fuck us up and make us fuck ourselves with crucifixes and do all kind of weird shit like in the Exorcist movie. That's just fucking stupid. I mean, dude, keep your story straight. If you're gonna make up some shit and give me some bullshit, at least make it consistent bullshit. Every religion I've ever looked into remotely has loopholes in it. A shit ton of loopholes in it. Now, this is clearly very smart people who have made up a system, and it has flaws in it because every human, no matter how smart you are, has flaws. And other people are smart too. And no matter how smart you are, eventually somebody gonna come on that's just as smart, if not smarter. And they gonna just see through your shit. Every generation gets smarter. So, I mean, you know what I mean? So my intelligence level today is like complete genius for 100 years ago, for example. Because the things we know now about what was basic evolution education in biology class for me was like cutting edge new in the 1960s, in the 1912, 15 area, so back in when it was still illegal to even teach evolution in fucking school. So keep in mind, in just the last 100 years, we've seen amazing shit happen. And this phenomena of so many people coming out admitting, hey, we're atheists. It's kind of like the gay community coming out. But for me, I felt a little worse telling my family I was an atheist. I felt like, dude, it might be easier to just say you're gay than atheist, because I felt like at least gay, they might still let you go to church. But if you tell them you're not going to go to church altogether, goddamn. Pun intended, motherfucker. Bam! I'm Cam Rock. Anyways, but like, that's real shit in the black community. I think it's no coincidence. It's not. We know there's no coincidence that all religions in the world can be divided up geographically. That does not spell divinity, that spells man-made. There's not just one religion worldwide. There's a shit ton, like over 100, and that are in practice today, not just from history up to now. No, still in practice. There's an unknown. If you Google it, I've done it several times. How many religions exist? They don't know. Because there's so many small subgroups and more pop up every fucking year. Every year. And I mean, I would say every day, but no, that's exaggerated like motherfucker. But no, every year, somebody got some new shit. Niggas like me with some fucking cult level charisma and shit get to talking shit to some of you bitches that we fucking and this and that. And then next thing y'all know, he's a savior and bullshit like that. Or y'all spreading whatever else, bullshit, gossip. This is how you end up with a lot of the bullshit that I'm a healthy skeptic of online. And I firmly believe in being a healthy skeptic. When I tell you something, shit, be skeptical of it. Fuck, don't just take my word. Google the shit, and if you find out I'm wrong, don't just keep it to yourself. Tell me, nigga, I'm gonna be happy. Thanks for correcting me. I don't want to be out here with bullshit, false information. So the last thing I'm gonna do is get offended that you helped me find out a fact when I was in the wrong. Thank you. Shit. For everybody online, don't be upset. Fucking thank a person. Anyways, as an atheist, I'm like, I don't need religion to be moral though. My first default go-to when I'm in any situation with any person is never to be unfair. And you don't need religion to be like that. What the fuck? I'm confused by the people that are. It confuses me legitimately when I meet people that their default go-to, even if you had a hard knock life, is like, how you get to the point where you want to cheat every fucking body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, people are smart. Are y'all just so stupid and desperate, the combination of the two, that you don't realize you can't burn every fucking bridge? The bad thing about being a con artist is eventually you're going to run out of fucking people to con and new areas to move to, because everybody over there know you done fucked over people and they don't like your ass. So it's like, what the fuck you going? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you can't just con artist people all your fucking life. At some point, you need that end game where you just stop doing the shit. Hence in the movie Focus, Will Smith, old girl playing Harley Quinn. I just can't remember her name right now. She's too new for me to know her name yet, damn it. But she's a star. She's a huge star, She was in Wolf of Wall Street. She been in several movies that I fucking love. I love Focus. It was a great movie. And I love the movie Wolf of Wall Street. Great fucking movie. I wish my nigga DiCaprio would have won an Oscar for that motherfucker. That was my movie. And my nigga Jonah Hill. He needed an Oscar for that shit too. That nigga killed me that whole time. So, I mean, yeah, you know, I fucked my fucking cousin, you know. It was like a respect thing, you know. Out of respect, you know. I did it because, you know, all these guys in the neighborhoods, you know, they coming around, they're trying to fuck my cousin. So I'm like, hey, you know, if anybody's going to fuck my cousin, you know, it's going to be me, right? You know, it was out of respect, you know. So I, like, used the cousin thing as, like, my in, you know. And that's how I got in, you know. And yeah, that nigga said that speech in this movie, and I just fucking damn near fell out my seat laughing at this motherfucker. That's some of the funniest cinema I've seen in fucking years, man. That movie, DiCaprio had some shit that was fucking me up every scene. Dude, in a movie full of stars, it's hard to steal the spotlight. So, I mean, Jonah Hill, I had to give him props in the movie because you're on camera with DiCaprio, who we know is just this brilliant, amazing, genius motherfucker, dude, of acting and just creativity. So, you know, and this nigga was shining on the same level, and I was just impressed and proud of my nigga, man. Then, you know, he had the recent thing. I'm just getting to be a bigger fan of this nigga now because, you know, I wasn't familiar with his work at first. Now I'm getting to like this nigga. Like, yo, he's a funny motherfucker, man. I fucks with him now. I'm gonna check out more. You know, I like his movies now. I've been watching some other shit. What was it? Babysitter. And that shit was hilarious, nigga. If you haven't seen it, god damn, that's a funny motherfucker. Watch it. I had checked it out at the library. You know me in the library, nigga. I do that shit. Anyways, you know, my shit's a little lower and softer now, nigga. I done cut it up and just let your soul glow. I'm feeling oh so sad and smooth. Anyway, I'm, you know, I'm clowning, baby. I'm clowning. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle. You're like, I have no idea what he's talking about, but he's animated. He moves around a lot, and there's bright colors. And well, he's colored. I don't know how bright he is, but he's colored, and then that amuses me. So I watch the nigga, and hey, you know, I watch the nigga all the time. Thank you. I love you so much. Anyways, I'm fucking ignorant, man. Anyways, so you don't have to be, you know, super religious in the church every Sunday to be moral. In my personal experience, I'm more moral than half the motherfuckers I've met that go to church every Sunday. A lot of the motherfuckers I've met in church are there because they feel they need to be because they got a serious fucking problem. I mean, that's, in my experience, that's what I've run across. That don't mean everybody. Let me make it very clear. If you want to attack me afterward and say, I generalize every Christian and other religious person. No, I didn't. But by all means, motherfuckers gonna believe what they want. Hey, and they gonna say what they want to say. No matter how clear you make it. And so at that point, I had to learn in my life. That's another little life lesson I learned, which is, dude, you know, some people just gonna, if you let them, they just gonna keep arguing and telling you you're lying to them, etc. Because they believe what they want to believe. And if you're telling them, no, man, but they just believe you lying, and that's, you're just a fucked up individual in their mind, then you can't really do shit about it, honestly. You know. Also, on the flip side, chances are, did you do something to make them feel that way? But, you know, that's if you got a standing relationship with the person. If you don't, if y'all just two strangers, like a lot of you niggas watching my video and shit, you don't know me, nigga. You don't know me, nigga. You don't know me, nigga. Nigga. Homie, finger bang you, homie. Snip the finger, cuz. Anyways. But, you know, if you watch some other videos, you'll see crazy shit like that on there. And hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. And you laugh at my shit. Yeah, baby. Yeah. You know. Getting down with my nappy afro. Whoa, bitch. I did that on one video. And I've been saying, whoa, bitch. Since then. Because, nigga, when I do silly, crazy, random shit like that, I make myself laugh at the shit, and I'm like, dude, okay, now that's gonna be some funny shit. Somebody gonna laugh at it, goddammit. I ain't the only nigga laughing at my jokes, goddammit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I seen your black ass as your old laugh. You think the jokes are funny. It's me, Larry David, motherfucking Junior. Yo, Larry David has gotten that status now. That's right. I just, you know, I just bumped the nigga up instead. I don't know why. Well, if that motherfucker has it, then so do I. Who am I? Miss motherfucking Dorothy, bitch. Anyways, that bitch got that status now to them. You know why? Because I've done skits with them and they snap when I do their asses and I really let it flow. It's the shiznit. It really is. Them niggas are winners. They really are. Anyways, check out my other video and support that campaign of making them niggas some Family Guy characters. That is just a goal of mine, to work with Seth MacFarlane and the Family Guy cast and get voiceover work doing just shows, period. I mean, damn it, I got a talent of doing voices, and I'd like to get paid for that shit. I mean, motherfucker, you know what I mean? Until then, it's Duffman, epic voice time, you motherfuckers. In a fucking world where Cam Rock doesn't get paid to narrate, but he does that shit anyway. Why? He has a fucking knack for it. Sometimes he comes over late at night, your granny's house. She's in a nightgown. It's see-through. Those panties are fucking bloomers. He puts his pinky in her stinky, and he sniffs at winky winky. Oh yeah, Cam Rock, you love it. You fucking can't get enough of it. You sons of bitches are tuning in, cause Cam Rock is gonna let you suck it, yeah. Anyways, nigga. Whoa, bitch. That's my shiznit and my spizio. Cam Rock keeping it rizio. Let me wrap it up and let you know the dizio. Over his ear, I don't want to be like in it with, I think, church folk are immoral. So let me just make it clear. I grew up in a church home, and it was awesome. At Pastor Rex Waddell, amazing man and mentor and influential guy, and a lot of great guys in that church, dude. The Malone family, the Jones family, several families actually, dude, that were the dads and the men and the uncles and the cousins in the family were great influences and helped me out a lot. Took all the young guys on trips for fishing and camping in the church. Things that good and well, a lot of these little poor black kids, single moms wouldn't have time and chance to do otherwise. So they did that. And for that, I love what, in the black community especially, what churches have become and what we've made them, which is a means of us coming together and doing things as a community. So I fully support that. I just don't condone the social stigma that comes along with it, of controlling your life, telling you things like, well, sex is bad, masturbation is bad. Now you're crossing too many lines. Now you're going too far into my personal life, and making them feel bad. You're a 13-year-old boy or girl and you just discover masturbation and that's what you do. Motherfucker, that's fine and it's normal. We shouldn't be making people feel bad for that. If you're a 16-year-old boy or girl and you decided to have sex with your boyfriend, girlfriend, etc., or you decide you want to dress like the opposite sex because you're feeling the opposite, the one thing we should not do, we need to respect the psychology of what's going on with you right now. In your mind, everything is normal. This is a normal process for you. So we need to keep in mind, we don't want to freak you out and fuck up your mind chemistry worse and make it abnormal. Right now, you're in a normal state, feeling the way you feel. We need to just understand why accept it. And as long as it's not something that's harmful to anyone, such as two teenagers, they have sex. It makes us nervous and uncomfortable, sure. Especially for those of us with daughters. But that ain't no fucking reason or excuse to be like making this young woman feel bad about her body and her natural feelings, urges, desires. If she's sexually curious about 3 boys at school at the same fucking time, let her know, hey, that's clearly normal. And, for you that just means you're going to have to, that's a choice you're going to have to deal with in life. You're going to be attracted to more than one person at a time, and that's a choice for you. You're going to either date one, date them all, try one out and shit. It's going to be up to you. That's going to be your choice to make based on your level of education, your experiences, etc. in life. And you're going to make that choice based on your personal preference overall, though. You know what I'm saying? But your education and your upbringing, etc., they do influence what you want, how you want it, etc. They do influence it, So, me being a godless heathen, it influences a lot of my decision. Of course it does. But also, I grew up Christian. Keep in mind, I wasn't an atheist until I was like 19 or 20, so maybe around like 19 or 20. And that was when I realized and accepted it. For me, atheism was an acceptance thing. I doubted the shit since I was 5 years fucking old and I first heard it. When I was in kindergarten and we learned about Greek mythology, Egyptian and Roman mythology. And I remember it was around kindergarten, first grade. I was at 5, no more than 6, when I first started hearing about it. And I got fascinated with Egyptian gods and all this stuff. Whether it was both a combination of classroom and television that taught me about it. And I loved it. But I immediately saw this pattern. And, humans, we evolved and got smart and started looking at the stars and studying astronomy because of our ability to recognize patterns. weather patterns, migration patterns of animals, which is how we ended up all over the world, even all the way down in that Australian motherfucker. Like, how you niggas find that shit? Who the fuck was down there? How did you niggas find that shit? Hey, we found some shit way the fuck down in there. Really? What's it called? Australia, nigga. Why you gonna call it that? I don't know. You just kind of like it. It took us so long to get there, nigga. We was delirious as a motherfucker, nigga. Who knows how we came up with that name, nigga? Australia! And we was talking fucked up when we got there, too. For real? Yeah, we drank a bunch of salt water on the way over. Yeah, Chris ain't gonna ever be the same again, nigga. Don't even fucking talk to that nigga. He just, it's sad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, here he comes. Fuck. Don't say shit. Yeah, you good? Oh, fuck. Chris is fucked up. I just want to, guy, I got it. Yeah, I get. Nigga, what the fuck happened to Chris? Look, apparently salt water does more than just dry you out. I don't know. Chris has been like that since we got to that fucking place. He the nigga named it Australia. Australia! Out on the outback. Anyways, that is not my Australian accent for real. I'm trying to sound half retarded without being too offensive to people that are mentally retarded. Sometimes it makes a joke pop good, and sometimes it fucks a joke up. Let me know what you think. Anyways, it's like, hey, but you gotta go hard or go home. You know what I mean? So, you know, when it comes to comedy, yeah, I have to constantly remind myself of that because this is new for me. Accepting and admitting that I'm doing comedy and I'm a comic. At first, I just considered it, I just tell a few jokes online and I'm just fucking around. But now I'm like, nah, dude, fuck that, dude. That's a job and a career. I'm entertaining people. And, you know, I've monetized the videos. So even though it's a very little, I'm getting paid for it. You know, a couple pennies here and there. And that's all right. But really, the important thing is entertaining. And it's entertaining to me. So it got to be entertaining to you. And that's what I want. Man, so anyways, thank you for watching me rant for 17 motherfucking minutes. I threw some jokes in that though. God damn it, I really did. Anyways, but let me know what you think, man. Hit up my Twitter and, you know, definitely join my other page, which is Kam Approval on Facebook. It's new. I just made the motherfucker a couple days ago. So please like it and follow that damn page. I'm putting as much original content on that page as I can. I'm trying to dedicate it to all my original jokes, of course my vids. I'm gonna do my best to not repeat my YouTube vids on that channel. So if there's a video you like, you know, just look it up on YouTube, nigga. Damn, I mean, because I'm gonna try to make this my page one post for everything, so it ain't repetitive. I want you to just be able to go through the whole page and read posts on top of posts of just hilarity, great music, you know, recommendations of my original shit predominantly is what it's really dedicated to. But I think occasionally I might feature other artists on there. I'm thinking I might start doing it. Since it is called Approval, I guess I'm just gonna maybe, you know, I'm gonna do what I feel on it for one, you know, no limitations. But, you know, I'll feature whatever I want on there, whatever I approve of, you know, just the mind of Kam, boom, you know. Anyways, thank you for watching, and just think about it, you know, if you look at your religious views objectively, that's what made me realize I was an atheist. I looked at it objectively, I was fair, and that's how I came to the conclusion. I was like, do I really believe this shit for real? Do I believe in virgins having babies and talking snakes and a magical apple that makes you smarter? No, I don't fucking believe that shit. Do I believe in a half man, half that's the son of God? Nigga, are you talking about Hercules or Jesus of Nazareth? You know, because they both the same story. He's the son of a god, Zeus or Yahweh. I mean, which God do you want? You know? Or some call Jehovah, you know, whatever. It don't matter. Different names, but it's the same concept. I like the concept of you got a back pocket God, which is how people treat it. Back pocket God is a concept I came up with, which means you pull that God out of your pocket at times of convenience, ask him for shit, pray when it's important, dire, an emergency, etc., and your back is against the wall. Then you put that guy right back in your fucking pocket and go back to doing all the fucked up shit you do in your regular life. You motherfuckers need to stop. See what I'm saying? Y'all the ones fucking up everything with your hypocrisy and making it easy for niggas like me to accept. Okay, I need to walk away from that. That's some bullshit. You know, so, you know what I'm saying? I can see the influence of, in terms of how you just trying to control niggas' lives, and some of you dirty niggas who was pimping hard and all that, had a daughter that's pretty, and now you're like, oh shit, and put her ass in the church and hoping she sticks with it. You know, that's what also upsets me is motherfuckers in there that know better, and I can tell you don't believe a motherfucking thing of that you're reading in that Bible or that whatever book your religion follows. And I'm like, you don't believe that. No, you don't. I can tell you don't. People like myself that are just honest about being atheists, we know when you full of shit, you know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know. So you ain't gotta humor us with, you know what I'm saying, saving face. If it's just us talking, nigga, keep it real with me. You can be real and be like, look, I ain't ready to tell nobody that I'm, you know, hey, I live that life. My wife, she'll leave me if I stop going to church. My mom and dad or whatever, they'll disown me. Whatever your case is. There's a lot of reasons why people go to church and just won't admit that. Because of the family stigma. Shit, same reason I ain't want to tell no fucking. I kept that shit to myself for fucking evident. This nigga still don't know it. They finding out right now, like, for fucking real? Shit! Anyway, but yeah, nigga, that, you know, real shit. Like, but it was an educated decision. I wasn't bitter about it or nothing, nigga. I read some books. I read David G. Mills, The Atheist Universe. I read Dr. Robert Park, The Superstition, Belief in the Age of Science. A great book, that one is too. So it was the first one I named. And then another one is Losing My Religion was a great one, but that was more so he jumped around. It's just a story, a biography of him jumping around religions. The other ones are hard-hitting factual books, along with The God Delusion by, you know, Richard Dawkins. And that book is cold as a motherfucker. It's a big book. It's a hell of a read. Pun intended. Hell of a read. But, dude, I mean, he makes valid. The arguments that whole book makes is just too fucking valid, dude. You cannot, I mean, brilliant people can make great, brilliant arguments for things that they have come to believe for not smart reasons. So when I was in the church, I could justify all the nonsensical shit in there incredibly well. I'm a smart motherfucker. But now that I ain't got to bullshit around with it no more, I can point all them flaws out and just let it be the obvious flaws and just accept them for what they are. You know, what I like about science is when we don't know shit scientifically, you know, we can just keep it real and say we don't know. That tells us we have a job to do. That's the beauty of science. It means we can go find that answer. That's what science is. That's why I fucks with it. Hence, you do too. Because science is why you're watching me on camera. It ain't God. God didn't make this camcorder and the shit. That was, you know, yeah, that was us. But now the argument of, well, if we made this, then God had to make a planet into this and that and the nature. And now when we can see everything happening via natural means, that does not connote God and supernatural. You know what I'm saying? People are skipping too many steps in logic, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Proving God on a step-by-step basis, 1 step, 2 step, 3. You know what I mean? It's a lot more difficult than people think. But just when I ask people, what makes you believe in it? You know what I mean? Outside of anecdotal evidence, like, well, this happened in my life and it was some incredible shit over here and there, and a friend of mine died and it taught me a lesson, and whatever. Or I had a dream I saw an angel, or whatever. Outside of, you know what I'm saying, things that are like up in the air, in terms of like, it ain't concrete, it ain't tangible, it ain't nothing that was like a definite, you know what I mean, we can all take to the bank and say that proves for all of us your God is real. I mean in terms of shit like that, like what's gonna make it, well, what's a proof that's proof for you, and does it apply to everyone? And if the answer is no, then all you have is a personal opinion and a personal belief. And if that's the case, you really should not advertise it out there to people as if it's, you know what I'm saying, a just right. Everybody got to be into this shit. I get it. When people do stuff, they excited about it. I'm the same way. And you push it hard. When I was a Christian, I was in people's faces about it too. But, and I got on motherfuckers' nerves, yeah. Oh, you were one of them. Okay, sorry about that. I was a crazy Christian, yeah. But, you know, I'm better now. That's the good news. So anyways, all day staring at the ceiling, you know, friends with shadows on my wall. Can you see the shadow on the motherfucker? Wait, can I get the shit? Here it is. Wait, let me get my hand in this motherfucker. Let me figure it out. Oh, there we go. Let me try to make some shit. Fuck it. Anyway, I'm Cam Rock, man. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. And peace, nigga.